Even without the knee, that should have been a knockdown. I thought I should have won a competitive fight. I think I did what I needed to do necessary to make the rounds. I'm just a little frustrated with the scorecards. I thought I should have won.
Did Gervonta Davis take a knee, and should he have been deducted a point and in the end lost that fight to Roach, in your opinion?
Yeah, in my opinion, if it was a draw, he take a knee.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me.
In a shocking turn of events following the rumored announcement of their highly anticipated rematch, Lamont Roach made an unexpected visit to Gervonta TankDavis' training facility. The move has sent shockwaves through the boxing world, adding another layer to their already heated rivalry, which began with a controversial draw. Their first fight ended in dispute, especially in the critical 9th round when Davis took a knee after a sharp jab from Roach. A technical glitch prevented an instant replay review, and the referee's decision not to rule it a knockdown left fans and analysts questioning the result. Now, with both fighters demanding a clear winner, the rematch is shaping up to be the definitive showdown that will settle the score once and for all.
What was going through your mind when you heard the decision?
Nobody like a draw, from a guy that get knockouts and things like that, but it's cool. I feel like if we fight again, I could do more, and I should have did more. I was lost in the, I lost track in the rounds. That's why we need, what is it called? Yeah, man. I didn't know what round it was. Facts.
Tank, Eric Blum from DailyMail.com. First off, your coach just said, can you confirm, did you get your hair done 2 days before the fight?
Yeah.
Shortly after reports surfaced that the rematch was confirmed, eyewitnesses revealed that Lamont Roach made a bold statement by walking into Davis's gym, fully dressed in training gear and radiating confidence. Roach entered the facility while Davis was deep in his training, creating a tense atmosphere as he approached the champion with one clear message: this fight isn't over. Though Davis seemed momentarily caught off guard, the brief but charged exchange only emphasized the intensity of their rivalry and the high stakes at play. The incident quickly spread across social media, with videos and photos capturing the raw energy of the moment. Fans and boxing experts were divided. Some saw Roach's move as a clever psychological tactic to shake Davis before the fight, while others viewed it as an unnecessary distraction. Either way, the tension only fueled more anticipation for the rematch, with many believing Roach might have gained a mental edge over Davis. Prominent voices in the boxing community weighed in, with some analysts considering the gym confrontation an extension of their competitive nature, while others saw it as a strategic effort to throw Davis off his game. This unexpected gym visit has turned an already heated rivalry into an all-out psychological battle. Beyond just settling old scores, this rematch will be a test of mental and physical endurance, as both fighters aim to prove who truly deserves the title. With the WBA closely monitoring the situation, this dramatic confrontation only reinforces the idea that nothing will stop these two warriors from their quest for supremacy. With the rematch on the horizon, all eyes are now locked in the ring, where every punch and every mind game will be crucial. Meanwhile, boxing legend Canelo Alvarez has also weighed in on the fight this week, adding to the growing buzz surrounding this epic showdown.
Did Gervonta Davis take a knee, and should he have been deducted a point and in the end lost that fight to Roach, in your opinion?
Yeah, in my opinion, if it was a draw, he take a knee. And plus the corner go up and put a towel in the face, that's a disqualification for sure. I'm talking about the rules, but it's not my business.
Davis recently took to social media, hinting that the rematch could happen soon, specifically mentioning late May as a possible date. Initially, Davis seemed to be considering early retirement at 30, but he has now confirmed that he plans to fight at least for more times before hanging up his gloves. One of those fights, he hopes, will be his rematch with Roach, and this time, he intends to keep an active schedule rather than taking long breaks between bouts. Davis has already proven that he can handle a fast turnaround. In 2023, he fought twice within a short period, stopping Hector Luis Garcia on January 7th and returning just 3 months later to defeat Ryan Garcia by stoppage on April 22nd. The controversy surrounding his first fight with Roach, however, goes beyond the usual debates of a draw. The biggest talking point remains the 9th round when referee Steve Willis failed to call Davis's knee a knockdown. The New York State Athletic Commission blamed a technical issue for their inability to review the replay, despite instant replay being allowed in the state. Many have since called for the fight to be reevaluated, with some even arguing that the result should be overturned in Roach's favor. However, that remains highly unlikely, not just because Davis is a bigger draw, but because even if the knockdown had been recognized, there's no way to determine how the rest of the fight would have played out. Fighters adjust their strategies after knockdowns, and retroactively scoring the round 10-8 for Roach would set a dangerous precedent. Athletic commissions are generally hesitant to change fight outcomes after the fact, and this case is no different. While the draw decision remains controversial, there is some justification for keeping it as is. The demand for a rematch is now stronger than ever, far surpassing the anticipation for the original fight. The first bout already drew impressive numbers at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, and a second meeting between the two feels inevitable. If the rematch doesn't happen, it won't just add to the ongoing debates about Davis avoiding certain fighters. It will leave an undeniable void in his legacy. This is a fight that needs a second chapter. That said, it may be challenging for premier boxing champions to organize such a high-profile event by late May. While fans fully expect a rematch to happen this year, a 3-month turnaround seems difficult. In an exclusive interview with Boxing Scene on Thursday, Roach expressed confidence that Davis will invoke the rematch clause in their contract. He also trusts the New York State Athletic Commission to make a fair ruling on the 9th round controversy. Roach stated, "I hope the rematch happens sooner rather than later. It's been 5 days, and people are still talking about the fight. It's been a huge spectacle, a major topic. With all the buildup and the commission's review, why not strike while the iron is hot? I'm already contractually tied to a rematch. If they call me, I'll be ready." A source with knowledge of the matter informed Boxing Scene that a decision from the commission is expected soon, likely by the beginning of next week. Roach believes a delay in ruling is a positive sign, saying if they had already decided, they would have just said we're moving on, but they're still considering everything. Referee Steve Willis had the authority to deduct points or even disqualify Davis for taking a knee, turning his back on Roach, and reaching into the ring to his trainer. However, Willis chose to let the fight continue without penalizing Davis. The controversy deepened when Prime Video pay-per-view failed to provide a replay of the 9th round in time for an official review before the 10th round started. Many in the boxing world believe the New York Commission is leaning toward declaring the bout a no contest. Such a ruling would recognize that Davis, had he known he was down on the scorecards, might have fought differently in the final rounds. Instead, 2 judges scored the 9th round 10-9 for Davis, allowing him to escape with a draw with final scores of 114-114, 114-114, and 115-113. Roach remains firm in his belief that justice must be served, saying, "Doing the right thing means counting the knockdown, considering that he turned his back and got help from his coach. That's unheard or without a disqualification. If they overturn the result, that's the right call. If they don't, it's just more motivation for the rematch." With their first fight drawing 19,250 fans at the Barclays Center, a rematch between a relentless Roach and a revenge-driven Davis is sure to be a blockbuster event. Roach insists that this fight wasn't just an off night for Davis, saying, "I don't buy that. He did some good things in there. He would have beaten a lot of other guys that night, but it wasn't enough. Next time, he better bring his A game, because I'll be even better." Roach also recalled an exchange during the fight where Davis taunted him about his power, saying, "I thought you hit way harder than this." Roach fired back, "Who are you to talk? You have a 90% knockout ratio, and I'm still right here talking to you." As for the controversy, Roach won't go as far as calling it outright corruption, but he does believe the situation was mishandled. "I didn't get a fair shake. I was fighting the superstar, the biggest draw in America. That's why things played out the way they did." WBA President Gilberto Mendoza has already stated that he will push for a rematch. With both the commission's ruling and Davis's decision looming, fans can only wait and see if this rivalry will get the conclusive ending it deserves.
What was going through your mind when you heard the decision?
Nobody like a draw, from a guy that get knockouts and things like that, but it's cool. I feel like if we fight again, I could do more, and I should have did more. I was lost in I lost track in the rounds. That's why we need what is it called? Yeah, man. I didn't know what round it was. Facts.
Veteran MMA analyst and dedicated boxing fan Joe Rogan was left in awe watching Davis and Roach go head-to-head in an electrifying fight. The battle was so intense that it became an instant fight of the year contender. Reacting to the showdown, Rogan shared his thoughts in a recent Instagram post, saying he had just watched the replay of the incredible title fight between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. Before this, Rogan had never seen Roach fight, but after witnessing his performance, he declared himself a fan. Though the fight ended in a draw, it was an amazing contest, and Rogan hopes they run it back. For the first time in his career, Davis didn't secure a victory, settling for a draw after an undefeated streak of 30 professional wins. Before the fight, he even hinted at retirement, but whether he follows through is still uncertain. Meanwhile, Roach extended his unbeaten streak to 7 fights after holding Davis to a majority draw, as speculation about a potential rematch builds. One thing is certain, Davis has to pay up. At the official weigh-in on Friday, tensions flared as Davis confidently bet $250,000 that he would stop Roach before the final bell. However, after 12 hard-fought rounds, Roach remained on his feet, leaving Davis with a costly loss and a valuable lesson. Davis later explained that his surprising decision to take a knee during the fight was due to hair grease getting into his eyes, causing blurred vision. In a controversial move, the referee did not rule it a knockdown for Roach, a decision that could have significantly impacted the outcome of the fight. If Davis decides to continue fighting, a rematch with Roach would be a highly anticipated event. In the meantime, Rogan, still hyped from their intense 12-round battle, is eager to see them go it again, and fans are already looking forward to a potential rematch.
Listen, it was a good fight, man. You know what I mean? And Whatchacallum came to fight. Lamont came to fight. They know each other. This is what I tell people. It wasn't gonna be no easy fight. You know what I mean? And I was telling everybody that. Now they understand what I was saying. Them guys knew each other. Plus, they probably used to spar each other. Matter of fact, they did. You spar each other back in the day.
Bozy Ennis weighed in on why the referee may have given Davis the benefit of the doubt. Ennis suggested that Davis's status in sport is too powerful for a call like that to go against him. I saw that he started counting, then he stopped. You know what I mean? But you have to understand, Tank has a lot of power, Ennis told YSM Sports Media on Tuesday. When asked if the WBA views Davis as a major draw, Ennis replied, "That's what I'm saying. He puts people in seats." Davis's star power has soared in recent years. His victory over Frank Martin on June 15th last year drew between 325,000 and 350,000 domestic pay-per-view buys in the U.S., generating around $26 million in revenue. The event also raked in nearly $14 million at the live gate. This marked Davis's 7th consecutive pay-per-view headliner since he first took center stage in 2020. Before that, his highly anticipated fight against Ryan Garcia in April 2023 was an enormous commercial success, selling approximately 1.2 million pay-per-view buys in the U.S. and bringing in over $100 million in domestic PPV revenue. The bout also generated $22.8 million at the live gate at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, making it the 5th highest grossing live event in Nevada's history. Meanwhile, Davis's fight with Roach Jr. set a new attendance record at the Barclays Center, drawing an official crowd of 19,250. It also secured the 2nd highest gate ever recorded at the venue that, as Ennis pointed out, Davis has the ability to sell out arenas. But does that mean he gets special treatment? When asked if Davis's face being wiped during the fight should have disqualified him, Ennis responded, "That's what they say. That's what I heard." The New York State Athletic Commission has launched an investigation into the incident. According to the commission, a technical issue prevented them from using replay within the standard review period, leading to an incorrect ruling. However, they made no mention of overturning the result, only stating that they are committed to preventing similar issues in the future. Roach Jr.'s team has since written a letter to NYSAC Executive Director Matt DeLaglio, requesting that the ruling be changed in his favor. However, the chances of that happening remain slim, making a rematch even more likely, especially since Davis himself seems open to the idea. If Bozy Ennis' assessment is accurate, Roach Jr. may be facing more than just Davis when they step into the ring again. Ennis firmly believes the fight should have been ruled a knockdown, but not everyone agrees. Amid the ongoing controversy, IBF welterweight champion Jaron Ennis has come to Davis's defense. Boxing superstar Terrence Crawford is among those who think Roach should have won, particularly after Davis took a knee in the 9th round. "I've never seen someone take a knee and not have it counted as a knockdown," Crawford said, but Ennis sees things differently. "It was a great fight. I had it 7-5 for Tank, or you could call it a draw," he told YSM Sports Media. He also believes critics are unfairly discrediting Davis. "People don't like Tank just because he didn't knock him out, so they feel like he lost," Ennis added. Legendary trainer Jeff Mayweather voices frustration on the Mayweather channel, saying, "If you go by boxing rules, that was a knockdown. That's the rule." The 60-year-old trainer also argued that Roach's punch wasn't strong enough to knock Davis out cold. "Some punches cause a delayed reaction. I wouldn't say there was a knockout punch, but when you take a knee on your own, you should be penalized." The controversy erupted when Davis shocked the crowd by suddenly taking a knee and heading toward his corner early in the 9th round. Referee Steve Willis did not rule it a knockdown, instead of counting against Davis. He hesitated and let the fight continue with just a warning. Davis and Roach Jr.'s fight was much closer than expected. Through 9 rounds, Davis landed 103 of 279 punches, while Roach Jr. connected on 112 of 400. Judge Eric Marlinski scored at 115 to 113 in Davis's favor. If Roach Jr. had been awarded a 10-8 round in the 9th, he would have won by decision. Instead, the round went to Davis, finalizing the draw. Jeff Mayweather criticized referee Steve Willis for multiple mistakes. Once Tank took a knee, the ref started an 8 count but stopped halfway through. Then he let Tank's corner help him without permission. "That's unacceptable," Mayweather said, expressing his disappointment in the officiating. Since the fight, Willis has faced heavy backlash for his calls. Even His Excellency Turki Alashik didn't hold back, taking a shot at the New York official. While Jeff Mayweather acknowledged that Willis is only human, he emphasized he needs to be held accountable for both of those situations. That's his job. Mayweather is just one of many who have criticized the officiating. After the fight ended in a draw, Clarissa Shields tweeted, "How much did they pay the ref? This is crazy." Ryan Garcia also chimed in on X, writing, "Lamont won that. Not calling that knockdown is the wildest thing I've ever seen in boxing. Stuff like this makes boxing look bad." That wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos.